and we are saying goodbye to Picton Harbor. It was a great harbor to be in, especially with a windy day that we had yesterday. We're on today. We're not quite sure exactly which harbor we're going to end up at. We're going to find an anchorage and call around and see if they have room for us. See what the conditions are like.
So here we are, and there's the Glenora Ferry. We're going to keep an eye out for those guys. See, Karen's right there, taking pictures. There's Mr. Matt doing what he does best. Steaming. There's some of the scenery along the way. So what was supposed to be a really windy day turned out to be not a bad day at all. Actually, it turned out to be a really nice day. And we've landed ourselves in this little place called Premier's Cove. Okay, we're back on the move again, and I can't really see what I'm doing here, but anyways, we've decided that we've got a good weather window. The people at Loyalist Cove are still unsure whether they'd be able to get us in to their marina, and I just phoned up Waupoos Marine, and Waupoos says they've got room for us tonight, same dock and everything, so everything's looking good for us to head to Waupoos tonight. And we also have a little bit of a weather window with the winds. They've decided to stay calm today, which is not what Environment Canada had predicted. And there's squalls that are coming through on western Lake Ontario. So we're on eastern Lake Ontario, so we're going to head out now and seek safe harbor over at Waupoos. And for a couple of days we'll wait for that weather to blow through. And then on Thursday we'll head out to Loyalist Cove. They think they'll have some room for us by then, so yeah, everybody's happy, and I didn't have to make margaritas for Loyalist Cove tonight. Oh well, I'll make them for myself. Anyways, we'll touch base when we get to Waupoos and check out Waupoos Marina. In the meantime, Karen will probably shoot some video. I've got some video shooting on the bow, so we'll put together a little clip for you guys to enjoy. Bye for now. Ocean in front of us, a lake, wind in our hair, fresh breeze, and 20 miles out to Waupoos east. It's just great. Alright, well, finally, we made it out here to Waupoos Marina. It's a little tricky to get in here, but it wasn't too bad. It was just hard to see the entrance, which is kind of sucky, but besides that, the docks are a little interesting, but who cares? It's a neat little marina, full of nice sailboats all over the place. There's a few trawlers here. We're kind of the odd duck out here as far as power boats go. And yeah, it was a fun trip getting out into Lake Ontario. The winds, which Environment Canada said were going to be, really high and horrendous and terrible and all that fun stuff, were not bad at all. So you can see behind me, you're looking out, there's Waupoos Island right over there, and yeah, you're looking out into Prince Edward Bay now, which is pretty cool. This is the furthest that Karen and I have been around with Tropical Horizons, at least since we've been in Trenton. Definitely one of the longer trips that we've done since we've actually been over from Lake Erie. So yeah, it was a good trip. 31 miles. We took our time. It wasn't horrendous. The engines seemed to be happiest at about 1600 RPM, which means we're averaging a little bit less than, well, depending. I mean, we had a headwind, so that kind of pushed us back and slowed us down, but we're averaging around 7.5 to 8 knots at that speed. So it's a pretty decent speed to run at. The engines burn quite efficiently. I do have to rebuild the port carburetor. That's a winter project, and hopefully that will make the difference between make up the difference between the two engines and burn a lot more effectively. All right, let's have a look at the marina. We're not at a wall here, so it's a little bit different. We're at a dock. The docks are a little short for this big guy here, this big boat. But here, let's show you just out the back what we're looking at. So apparently this place has got a hot tub, which will be really cool. Oh, there it is. And there's supposed to be some kind of cafe called the Blue Moose. Now I don't know if that's open or not. We'll find out. Who knows? If it is, we might check that out tonight and see. Yeah. And then walking out here. This is our view from the bow of Tropical Horizons. Oh, and there's the terns. That's one of my favorite birds to check out because they do a lot of really goofy stuff. They normally hang around with the seagulls, but they're a lot more fun to watch than seagulls are. Anyways, Prince Edward Bay, Waupoos Island, more of Prince Edward Bay. We're here, and next trip is going to be heading back to Loyalist Cove. We're going to check this area out for a couple of days and see what we find. We'll talk to you later.